Hey, sweet.
There it is.
Excellent. Yeah, bud. What's up, everybody? We're going to do an episode of Free Consultation. Lou is over at the board, or whatever that is, like so many monitors over there. God. A 5G running through your veins right now.
Right.
What's up, bright and early?
Hey, everybody. Hi.
There he is.
Welcome to the Free Consultation Twinkie review.
Oh, hell yeah.
This is for the Patreon us. I didn't design like a we're going live in 3 minutes thing. So
Yeah.
this is just what people will get if Patreon was like, our witty banter before we start the podcast. Like,
It is quite early.
Yeah.
But you were up last night.
I just
The Ann Arbor Comedy Showcase.
I was doing that.
Some yucks.
A little tight. Yeah. Before we get into the intro because the people just listening on the old podcast platform, we trick them because we do our hey everybody, and we'll do that and I'll edit that, but they don't get the fun. This is what's going on in the video world. But yeah, no, hosting at the Ann Arbor Comedy Showcase. Mm-hmm. I just didn't care about doing hosting shit anymore, so I just pulled out the comment cards. It was like, "Hey, fill these out, fuckers!" But what's great is when you do that, it's like it's funnier because people do it more because you're like joking around about it already. But if you just hold this up and say, "Fill this out, fuckers," like
they're gonna do it.
they're like, he told me to do it. I'm a fucker. I'm
Man, I hate doing that. Like that's just a comedy part. Of, like, hey, mention this, mention the specials. Mention we got margaritas and nachos you can get.
Yeah, I hate that. I will say, Ann Arbor's Ann Arbor's pretty
That's
as far
show.
as clubs making you dance like a monkey before you got to dance like a monkey.
Yep.
It kind of rules, but like. I don't like that. I'm gonna get unbooked here forever, but at it rhymes with Rark Ridley's Romedy Rassle. It seems like they switch it up every time I'm there. They're like, all right, do it now. I'm like, what? All right. Anyways, okay, your viewers don't care. Let's. You want to get into the podcast and we'll do 3, 2, 1. Hey, everybody.
Yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Hey, everybody. Hey, what's going on? You're listening to Free Consultation. I'm not Paralegal Lou, a.k.a. Loophole Lou. And as always, I'm here with Counselor
Nicholas Alexander Lydorf, Michigan bar number P69245. I'm a bar attorney.
Ooh.
So that means I'm British accredited registry.
I gotta tell you,
I am fucking royalty. If you didn't know that, I just learned it.
What's something wild to me that I learned from our last podcast is that doesn't matter.
Right.
Like,
it does not at all.
Anybody can be a constitutional lawyer.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can just put air quotes at the beginning of anything.
Yeah, man.
I'm going to be a frontier physician.
That's pretty. I'm a frontier psychiatrist.
Experimental dentist.
Yeah?
That's what I am as well, yeah.
I was wondering why you were walking a donkey around the neighborhood.
Just for practice. Hey, I didn't know this, but they have lots of teeth. They grow back, too.
Donkeys? I didn't know that. I was like, maybe sharks is what you
think. Might not even be a donkey. It's just a large dog.
I see. The bit I was going for is to have somebody get kicked in the face by a mule to have their teeth knocked out.
Oh, there you go.
I guess you wouldn't know that because you're not in my brain.
Yeah, we had to have we saved your teeth, but they are from a mule. So,
oh my God. And oh man, if I was wittier and quicker, I'd say like that girl from Sex and the City.
Oh yeah,
what's her name?
Miranda?
No, the one with the teeth.
The old horse teeth.
Yeah, horse teeth.
Sarah Jessica Parker.
Yeah, it's the one. She's got them.
She's not Miranda. She's
she's one of them.
Know.
I don't. I mean,
so old now, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah. I don't know. I make RoboCop references.
No, but that's solid.
Yeah, but Gen Z's like Robo. What? I don't like any kinds of cops. And like, you'd like this one because dead or alive. I'm like, oh wait, he's still a cop.
It's got Detroit in it. It's such a great movie.
Yeah. It's pretty. Here's something. In the day and age of ripping down statues, because they just took down the Confederate statues.
Or something yesterday too.
Lewis and Clark, Confederate statues. All right, let's do it. Let's get rid of the bad ones. But all I'm saying is the next time they're like, hey, maybe a Peter Weller RoboCop statue, and the city of Detroit's like, wow, we can't be having that. I'm like, I don't know. There was like slave owning rebellious generals up for a few hundred years. I think we could have a RoboCop statue. Like,
yeah. Who are we hurting with a RoboCop statue?
Dude, Peter Weller was about it. He's like, fuck yeah.
Oh, there was an actual conversation about it? Wow.
Oh, yeah. There's like a YouTube video of him like putting a beer case on his head, pretending to be RoboCop again. Like, give me my statue.
Oh, damn.
Pretty great.
Sounds cool. Yeah.
But anyways, all right. Sorry for the incoherent rambling there, everybody. What have we got for him today, Counselor?
Let's see. We have some great couple videos we're gonna watch. One is from a man representing himself in court, and he's giving a closing statement at his criminal trial.
That always ends well.
Yeah,
at a criminal trial.
DIY lawyering.
Wow,
that's a great idea.
Right.
Especially, I think it's a murder case.
Really?
Yeah.
Because the guy fucking kills his closing statement.
Yeah, he killed something.
Yeah, definitely that person.
Then we have a tasty treat that I stumbled upon yesterday, which is a sovereign citizen doing stand-up, which is the guy that we talked about last week.
I was going to say, don't tease him. Let him know exactly.
It's Rick Martin.
It's Ricky Mart's
stand-up comedy, and I watched about 30 seconds because I didn't want to I wanted to enjoy it together. Experience it together. But as soon as I saw it, I said out loud, like, "Oh my God, this is the mother load!" And my wife's like, "Wait, what?
How did you find it? Did you have to Google like?
I went to his channel.
Oh wow, okay,
yeah,
okay.
I figure like if he's gonna expose me, I need to know my enemy in a very Sun Tzu way.
I mean, hang on, maybe he's like the best meta comedian we've ever met. Like it's all bullshit. And he's like, "Oh fellas. The sovereign citizen thing I just do for a gag."
It's just a ruse.
It's just a goof.
I do love that you have this very optimistic way of believing in people. It's nice.
It saves me from homicide. Like, I have to. People are like, "Why are you so positive?" I'm like, because there's laws in place to stop me from doing what I really want to do. Like half the people I see on the planet, I'm like, we could probably... We'd stand to have a virus that kind of hits a little harder next time. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, no.
Yeah, so that's that, and then we're gonna end with some some emails. We do have 4 tasty emails from people seeking legal counsel on abo.com, and so we're
Tradition.
Nice. What? Who's sponsoring the pod today?
This one's called Super Coffee, which I like because it just sounds like a kid that works at his dad's office named the drink. We're like, son, it's come to Dad's work day. I work at a beverage company, and then they're like, all right, we've got this coffee. It's got protein and oil in it, and this is gonna make me shit. It's got protein and MCT oil. I'm just reading this.
MCT oil.
I think it's from coconuts, but what I'm worried about is this is 200 milligrams of caffeine and 10 grams of protein.
Oh.
And it
mashed together.
Yeah, this is a bowel movement. All right, so the podcast is going to end abruptly at about 9:30. We got about an hour. Anyways, but it's super coffee.
Super coffee. It's like when they translate it from another language.
yeah.
From Japanese to
I was
English.
Yochiro Itzo. It's like, super coffee. Like, and for those of you that are like, was that actually Japanese? No, but who's more racist, the person that thought it was or me for doing it?
So that's what we got today, man. I'm excited.
I am
super
too.
early. It's 8. It was 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, it concerns me when you say it's super early because you have a real job and a child, and you're like 8 a.m. What world are we living in?
Yeah,
I'm like, I don't know.
I know.
It's
not early for me, but I think it was early for you.
Yeah. Because I'm like, this isn't early for you, is it? Yeah. I was like, all right, you're being kind.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, all right. It didn't used to be, but I've become a scoundrel again. Anyways,
man.
Thanks, man. Let's you want to get into it?
Yeah. So this first one is I just found this on just doing a search on the old YouTube.
Do you want me? Let's go full screen with it.
Full screen.
And then let me do some producer stuff because I gotta pull this over here. All right. Look at that. Do we want that?
There we go.
Well, I used to have one. This is like a vision test for me right now. All right. Well, We're just gonna go full screen with it for the people on the boob tubes.
All
right, and let's
there we go.
All right, we just
This
let her
is
let her.
I couldn't find any details about this, but this is just a guy's closing argument in his trial that he's giving himself.
All right,
and I think it's a pretty serious crime because he mentions at some point that someone's dead.
Okay.
So
all right.
this is you'll see there's a clerk there on to the right. And then you'll see a prosecutor and then the judge. And
now,
here we go.
Before he gets into it,
let's describe.
did he counsel himself into the Fifth Amendment?
Good question. I have no idea. Probably not.
Okay. For those of you that you're not watching it, but you're listening to the podcast, the fella kind of looks like Dollar Store Weekend if he killed someone.
Yeah, there you go. Or a Pokemon character's hair.
Yeah.
It's I would love to have it because I don't have any, but beggars can't be choosy. But that's an interesting. He's got like the Weekend style like up locks. It's like up locks, and then he's got like a fuck my shit up like mullet in the back.
Yeah, which is
it's like a down lock, up lock, down lock. Look.
I'm not gonna lie, sans headband, it looks odd. But if this dude had a neon headband tying this shit together, I'd be like, he could kill fucking everybody right in front of me. Like, this guy walks. This guy. All right. So
you want to dive into it?
In it.
Hit it.
A fraudulent recording where they allege
oh man.
that I beat Kenyatta Barron to death.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
He thinks he's got this.
Yeah.
He thinks he's got this, dude.
Yeah.
This guy oozes confidence. Like, I'm 12 people. I'm gonna put the jury on trial.
Yeah, he's like, oh, here we go. Cracks the knuckles, and we are off.
Look, he's got both hands behind his waist. Oh man, all right.
He's walking. He's pacing around.
Yeah, this is just incredible.
This is an outdoor voice, by the way. This is not an indoor voice.
Also, like, I don't know if it's a bailiff behind it, but clearly the bailiff is like, I'm just waiting for the judge to tell me to go ahead and take this guy.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, pacing, making eye contact.
He talked about Mr. Khalil Brown, my neighbor who stayed across the street.
Yeah, man.
He's emphasizing stuff that.
But if Mr. Khalil Brown was a help to them proving me guilty beyond reason.
What was that sentence?
I don't know.
All right.
If that was,
reasonable doubt.
yeah, if that was a help to them,
Yeah.
proven.
Yeah.
He's emphasizing the wrong.
He's
But
he's doing that thing. He's doing that thing you always talk about when cops start using like cop jargon, or people try to talk to cops in cop jargon, but they don't. So they're just like tying together words they've heard.
Yeah.
And you're like, nope, that's all right.
15% of it's coherent.
Dude,
85 is just nonsense.
I hate to say it, nobody's making eye contact with this guy.
No, but he's staring them right in the face.
Yeah.
So it looks like we got like the arresting, the officer in charge, the prosecutor, and maybe another officer right in front of him.
I also hate to say it, if I was counseling myself on this one, I was like, maybe don't use a I kill people voice in a defense if I don't
if
kill
you're
people.
Screaming.
Like you're scaring people.
They don't want to see you angry.
No.
You know?
Also, I hate to say it, but jury of his peers, I haven't seen one other person.
Yeah.
Again,
What if they pan to the judge had the exact same haircut?
Yeah. I'm like, I mean, I hate to say it, but this may be a mistrial because this guy's gonna get fucked regardless. Because if there's an old white racist lady on the jury, but all right.
Yeah.
They would have called Mr. Khalil Brown. But I called Mr. Khalil Brown to be a witness for me.
All right.
Jeez. He is staring
And I
at
didn't ask him to lie about one thing that he saw
Look
that
how
night.
pissed the judge is.
Yeah.
I asked him to tell the jury exactly what he saw that night. And you have to ask yourself, why that is.
Dude, stop.
Yeah.
She's like grinning and nodding.
Yeah.
She's like subtly.
She does have a grin right there, yeah.
She's shaking her head no, like, dude, oh my God. I've never seen I think this might be the best in visual capture of the American
criminal justice system.
Yeah, it's disheartening because there's like a Falcon-esque Karen looking judge. Like I don't want to say that's a personified bald eagle woman. And then there's like three.
I'm sure she's a lovely woman.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. But then there's like three clearly he did it white dudes like sitting in front of him. And then this guy is just trying his goddamn darndest to be like, I didn't do it.
Right.
All right, here we are.
Because he's playing a fraudulent damn recording of me beating Kenyatta Barron 15 damn times when that did not happen.
Okay, counselor.
Did he just mention that there was a recording of him doing it?
Right, and I was just going to ask you, counselor, go ahead and lawyer your way out of this sentence for me, huh?
Yeah.
It's a fraudulent recording of me beating the shit out of this guy. I'm like, all right, if it's a fraudulent recording, couldn't you be like, all right, it's a fraudulent, like maybe, but you just admitted that you beat the shit out of this guy?
Yeah. Don't they have that new technology where you can have people like deep fake? What do they call that?
Yeah, deep fakes.
Deep fakes. Yeah. This guy. This was the test. They were testing it on this guy.
Yeah.
They're like, I don't like this guy's hair.
This is a story of the hurricane.
A deep fake of him beating some other person.
Yeah, God damn it, dude. I don't like how
insane. Look at the clerk. Look at the clerk to the left. In the red shirt, she's like, Jesus.
Yeah, I didn't know there was like cringe in the courtroom, but this is courtroom cringe where you're like, oh no.
The judge is probably gonna say like, you need to tread lightly, counsel. Like one of those judge things.
All right, here, this is.
And like I told you earlier, you will know the truth, whether in this trial or the next one.
What the fuck does that mean?
There's another trial.
If you think I'm here to play around with y'all, God damn it, I'm not.
All right, Mr. O'Neill, please stop using swearing language. It's not appropriate in a closing argument.
The judge didn't really know what to say.
Incredible.
Please don't use swearing language.
Well, I feel like that was a touch of racism on her part because she hovered over profanity and then she was like, I don't know that he's gonna get that.
I don't know if he's understand profanity.
Like, God damn it! All right.
Yeah.
And then the video just ends there. Well, hang on now. Yep.
Yeah, it does. Oh man.
Do we have a verdict here?
No. I'll look into that. But I saw that and it was a nice little clip.
Let's go ahead and let's just go to the comments real quick.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that he was guilty.
Yeah.
I was shocked when he didn't win.
Yeah. Okay. Top comment. Baba gonna love it when he moves into the cell. Okay. Yeah. So.
Oh man.
Oh boy. Well, I don't.
Did he mention that there's gonna be another trial?
Yeah.
You usually only get one. Like if for murder, like the other one's not gonna matter at all. Like,
well, I was gonna ask you because he was making some points where I was like, oh, okay, you're gonna learn in this trial or the next one. But I thought he was gonna say in this life or the next one, like like they're gonna figure out when we all die.
Right.
But he's like, no, he just insinuated that they'd be there again other day. Like, nope.
Yeah, what are you doing tomorrow?
I'm not here to play around with you. Did he call him? God damn it!
God. I'm here to play around you. God damn it.
Yeah, that was pretty great.
Yeah.
This is why I don't think I'm allowed on juries. Because I'd be like, this guy fucking rules.
It's funny. I have to call in for jury duty tomorrow.
Do you?
Yeah. That'll be interesting.
What happens if you blow that off?
Oh, you'll get a visit from the sheriff's department. Yeah.
Yeah, but
what? A warrant. Then you got to show up in front of the judge. They'll arrest you. Yeah.
They'll arrest you if you skip out on jury duty.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Not in like the bigger cities, but around here where they have not a lot to do.
Really?
They get offended.
Wow.
Yep.
And they just be like, it's now you're on trial because you didn't show up.
It's like contempt of court.
Oh.
Yeah.
What if you're like, I'm taking shit. I didn't get it. I feel like it's a pretty easy one to be like, that got lost in the mail.
Well, now it is. Yeah. Like pre-2020, it was harder to
get out of jury duty.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I did.
I think it's more of like a respect thing for everybody else. Like everyone else showed up, you know?
Yeah, I guess it's one of the few things that keeps us American, where we're like, nobody wants to be here.
No one
bud.
wants to be
like,
here. Yeah.
It's.
I've even said that in an opening statement. I'm like, listen, no one wants to be here.
No one wants to be. This
really
is
wanna
my
be
job,
here.
and I
Yeah.
don't want to be here. Like, well, I mean, that's everybody's job, but
You get, like, start like get a clap from
yeah.
one of the jurors.
dude, I don't know, man. I just.
Yeah.
I got a vibe about me where most attorneys are like, nah, get him off that bench. Like, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
You almost feel a little bit. I don't know if have you ever? Is this your first time for jury duty?
I did.
Because you're a
called to
lawyer,
do-
they're gonna fucking
Yeah.
release you immediately.
Right. So I had to show up before, and then I never got called. So they have a panel, so like a lot of people, and then they'll like randomly pick numbers, what your juror number is, and then you get called up there.
Right.
And then
But
I never got called up there.
But well, it's weird because here's a segment that we're kind of organically flowing into a little bit. Then teach people a little bit about jury duty.
Oh, yeah.
Because when
Well-
you're sitting there,
Mhm.
it feels like a dodgeball game where
Yeah.
the prosecuting attorney and the defense attorney are like, all right, I got to pick a squad here.
Yeah,
It's
right.
gonna go for me.
Oh, yeah.
And you can kind of see like them looking at each other like, oh, you're gonna dismiss juror number 12? Well, I'm gonna get rid of
Yeah.
7. And then so in my experience of jury duty, when you're like, we're gonna get the best
Yeah.
jury for fairness. No, it's
No.
both sides picking the worst fucking
Exactly.
people to try
Yeah.
and win the game for them.
Exactly, yeah.
So anytime you look at a jury full of mouth breathers and one shrew, you're like, well, fuck. Every competent person,
got
one
rid
of them got rid of.
Yeah.
Like it's every time, and I hate to say it, if you've ever been like, well, I've been on a jury. Like,
we're not
well,
talking
not
about
you though, not you, but
Oh, you're special.
yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah, it is weird because no one wants to get their name called. So everyone's in a big room.
Yeah.
They're waiting around. You see if the case is actually going to settle.
Yeah.
So then sometimes it does, like the last minute, and then if it doesn't, it's like, oh shit, this is going to happen. And then everyone's in the room, and then the usually somebody has like a box, like a hat or something.
Yeah.
And they have everyone's number in there. So then they'll pull a number out. They'll usually put like for a misdemeanor case, they'll pull like 7 names.
Oh,
in
okay.
Michigan. So you got like one alternate. So then those people will go up in the box, and then the judge will like talk to them about serving on a jury and all that kind of stuff. And then that's when they call it voir dire. And then the prosecutor gets to ask questions, defense gets to ask questions
To the jurors, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
and then they'll say any challenges for cause, and then so you can, based on the answers of any of those people, like if one person is like, oh, the officer is my cousin,
Right.
and
Right. Like I'm too close to this trial.
yeah.
Like when I was there, it's okay. So again, you're being so professional about this. So I'll dumb it. I'll dumb it
go
down for the other half of the audience. The lube people. The challenge of cause is basically everybody sitting there going like, how the fuck do I get out of this?
Right.
How to, and so somebody's sitting next to you like, well, my brother's an officer.
go.
I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck, bitch.
Yeah.
Like, and they're like,
Use mine.
and then they're like, Mr. Michael, anything for you? I'm like, I have got to be completely honest. I don't know. I shouldn't say it, but you guys are looking for honesty. We are in a courtroom. I think he did it. He looks guilty as fuck to me. It's not something I wish I had, but it's a weird shirt for him to be. And honestly, he's grinning at me through his glasses and swaying a little too much. His body chemistry, just everything tells me he did it. He beat the shit out of that person. I think he's guilty as fuck. And then they were like, you can probably
We
go.
can back it up.
Yeah. I think I wrecked it for everybody
Yeah.
because like a few people were like,
It's you bring this up, but it is funny, like listening to people try and get out of it. Like,
Yeah.
like some people are like, because we all start from the premise that like no one wants to be there.
There's a few. There's a few.
But there are some people who are like, I'm special.
Yeah,
And like,
yeah.
well, I have to work.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, what do you think these other people are
Yeah.
doing? We're just sitting around in our studio apartment waiting for the
Yeah,
call.
like, oh,
Jury duty?
thank God.
Oh my God. I
Thank
got
God.
something to do.
$5 an hour coming at me.
Yeah, and a free lunch.
Dude. And then, oh God, a government lunch too.
Oh, yeah.
But there are, I've met a few of them. There's probably 1 or 2 per jury. That's just jonesing to be there.
Oh right,
And
yeah. Those are the people we want to get the fuck off.
dude,
of
I
the
know.
jury.
That's what
Yeah.
I've noticed about like when they're picking the squad. Anybody that's like, nope, I'm fucking here for it. They're like, you
Yeah.
gotta go.
Yeah.
You gotta
Sometimes you'll read of like appellate cases where they'll learn of like what the jury did. Like some of the people like, oh, I took out my phone and I like Googled like some of the stuff. Like even the judge like tells them they're not supposed to do any of that.
That's
And,
super.
that's like
that's
You're
illegal.
some sleuth, you know.
Yeah,
you're
like,
gonna crack this case.
Yeah, like I'm gonna put the
Right.
court on trial. Like,
Yeah.
juror number 7, have you got something to say? I do.
I have a couple questions.
Yeah. Like, no, you shut right up. I will say I was a witness for the prosecution to an assault back in
Ooh.
college, and I was there when they dismissed like one juror at the end of the trial.
Oh, yeah.
Is that like a normal
Yeah,
thing?
yeah. So like was this in district court?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
probably had like 7 jurors.
Yeah,
And then
they
yeah.
get like
Yeah.
kind of like fucking behead one
Oh my
in
God.
front, and
Yeah,
it's
that's
so
the worst.
disheartening.
Yeah, we've slashed through this entire this
Yeah.
whole trial,
Yeah.
this dog and pony
Yeah.
show, everything.
And
And,
they're
then
like-
they're like, you're just chomping at the bit, ready
Yeah.
to go. And then we have to dismiss one of the jurors, and you're like, what?
Yeah, why do they have to
I-
do that?
Because
What cockamamie's? Okay,
yeah, like in a misdemeanor trial in Michigan, you only have 6.
so all
And-
right.
Yeah. So, but then they keep an alternate in case somebody kicks it or
Oh,
shits their
okay,
pants and has to go home, you know,
okay.
something like
Because I'm not gonna lie, like that was. I mean, the guy who they found guilty, I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I feel bad for you, kinda, but not really, because you hit somebody I know.
Yeah.
But I felt worse for the guy that they were like, juror number 7,
Right.
you can go on home.
Yeah.
And he's like, what?
I don't get to.
And they're like, get out of here.
It's
And
like you got juror blue balls. At
Yeah,
that point.
yeah.
I want,
It's like,
I
I
want
wanna-
to say guilty.
I want to blow my load of
I want to
opinion.
blow my load of justice.
Listen, I got something to say, and everybody's like, "Nah, we don't
That's
give
all right,
this.
shut up.
Get the fuck out of here,
Yeah,
dude."
take your
Yeah,
$3.
yeah. I hope you like ham and cheese, motherfucker.
Make sure you cash it next week.
yeah. And make sure you don't go spending it all in one place.
Things are a little thin.
Yeah, dude.
over at the city.
But I genuinely felt bad for the
Yeah.
guy, and then I
That
moved.
does suck. I have gotten to talk to some people because, like, it's like free intel. When those people leave, they want to chat, you know. So as
Yeah,
I
they're
talk to
like,
them,
"What-
"What do you think? How do
what-
you think?" And sometimes they'll be like, oh, it's like sometimes it's like comedy. It's like, I thought you did a nice
Yeah.
job. You know?
Like, I hate, not that it matters, but I was rooting for you, and put me in that room. I'm on your side.
yeah. Oh man.
That's wild.
Yeah, that does suck. That's a good thing that I forgot. You just forget about it because you're just in it.
Yeah,
That
it's-
sucks for that person.
Yeah, because they've legitimately wasted
Yeah,
so
a whole
much of
day.
their life. Like,
Yeah.
because it's like, thank you, and you're irrelevant. You could have not been here.
just phoned it in.
Yep. Like, thank you for your service.
I guess,
Like,
yeah, you sat here.
Thank you for your civic service. Now get the fuck out. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna let this shout out to Jimmy then, because he's just been really kind of flushing those summons, those
Oh.
jury things,
Oh, wow.
and I'm like, dude, you live.
Ballsy.
Well, I'm like, you live in Ingham County now, friend.
Yeah.
This ain't Wayne County. Like, when my mom lives in Wayne County, and she'll get jury shit, and she's like, they've got bigger things to worry about. They're
God
not
bless your mom.
sending it.
That's
Dude,
sweet.
also, if a sheriff showed up to like get her to go,
Yeah.
they'd be like, "You don't want her."
Yeah.
Made a judgment call. I found.
She's not here.
Well, that's when I found that the assailant was full of erroneous statement. I love just cop talk. Like, but okay, perp. Yeah, the perp, dude. Oh my God, you don't want my mom on the
man.
jury. You don't.
So, do you want to hit to the next one here?
Yeah,
Alright.
I suppose.
So
I was in a good mood, but that's.
Yeah, so we don't have to watch all of this abomination, but remember, if you've been watching the show, you're familiar with Rick Martin, constitutional lawyer, and I forgot to say air quotes, and I was he decided to do stand-up comedy, and so taking the two things that I love the most in my life, which is stand-up comedy and the law, and then watching him do it, I was like, we have to watch this because I found this last night. And so he does this. He's this stand-up comedy. He does about 8, almost 9 minutes. And
damn
he. So yeah, let's see.
All right. Yeah. Sorry. My 2 cents.
Yeah.
Before we get into it.
What you wrote in the description.
Yeah. Kind of. The only thing I have in my life that I'm holding on to right now is stand-up comedy.
All right.
Well, that's not true, but for the sake of entertainment, I'll say it. And then his description on the video is me doing stand-up for crickets, ellipses +1.
That's a joke. That's supposed to be a joke.
Yeah, no. Only 4 people in the bar, so he's like making excuses. He's like, it's tough when you don't have a large audience backing you with laughter. I was spoiled by my first audience. Lol.
Well, he put LOL in quotation.
Yeah. Which I'm like, all right, well, that's we got all kinds of problems. Here's the thing though.
Yeah.
Because a good comedian, just wouldn't post this then.
Correct.
Right. So I'm like, okay, you lack an amazing amount of self-awareness. Because if they were really good jokes, and you're like, I kind of want to showcase them with a good audience and a platform where jokes should be appreciated, I'll wait. But old Ricky Martin's like, nah, fire these off. They need to be out there. And then I'm not gonna lie, King's Hearted 2. Just commented, very good, enjoyed.
Nice.
So then I'm gonna
what's
lose it.
What's
the host of the show's body language is like, this is gonna fucking suck.
What we should say is like, normally, like, we do stand up, we wouldn't shit on other people's stand up.
No.
The reason we're shitting on this is because this guy is a fucking tourist in not only the law, but also stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
And it's very annoying to me.
If somebody, I'll shit on I will shit on somebody if they're like you said, like a
arrogant?
tourist or like coming into the creative space of stand up.
Like, I got this.
Yeah, like
watch this fuckers.
You're right. But like, you know, if I keep seeing somebody at a mic trying to figure it out and like they've been kicked in the nuts enough, and I mean the proverbial nuts, the royal non-existent nuts.
That'd be funny if they got kicked in the nuts
of comedy. Yeah,
that's always funny.
But this guy, the body language is like, for those of you that can't see, I'm going to describe it, and then for those of you that are watching with us on the YouTubes, his body language. All right, so this Andrew Schultz looking host is just like, this is gonna fucking suck, and the body language of old Dick Martin here is he could not want that microphone more.
Oh, he's like, give it to me.
This is like, I am fucking ready. There's a mic stand, but he's like, don't even put it in there. Just give me that goddamn microphone.
It's like, what about Bob? Give me.
I need. And then also, man, like, this looks like I can tell by the angle of the camera. I'm like, this is an open mic. It's at a bar or a venue where comedy is happening on a Monday or Tuesday. Because they couldn't get enough people for karaoke.
They can barely tolerate it at the place.
And oh my, I wish I could be the guy drinking that night, being like, shut the fuck up. I'd be like, all right, sometimes you want to be on the other side. Grass is green. All right, here we go. I don't know how loud this is going to be, so I'm going to err on the side of let's make it deafening. And here we go, everybody.
How you folks doing tonight?
Fuck.
See if I can make you laugh a little bit.
Actually, not a bad open. Moved it in front of the Candra.
Right in front
I was
of
just sitting there talking in the Miles there from Scotland. Oh, wonderful place, Scotland.
All right.
Wow.
We are 18 seconds in.
Nothing.
Well, I can already tell you he's doing like. Again, if he wasn't an asshole, I'd be like, whatever. He's a new comedian.
Yep.
But he's doing new guy shit that bugs the hell out of me. Where he's like, I was talking to this dude, like,
which no one knows.
Yeah,
and
then
unless it's the bar. I mean,
right, but it's set up. But then like he's like Scotland. He's like, a lovely place, guy. Like, shut the fuck up and move on. Like, is Scotland lovely? Get the god. All right.
Yeah.
Like, okay, sorry, everybody. I'm not angry at his. I am angry at him.
Dad's
not mad at you. Dad's mad at somebody taking something he loves and
Yeah,
I just
shitting on it.
I'm like, there's no Dunning-Kruger effect with this
but
guy.
this is
He's
interesting.
standing tall.
See, this is interesting because now you get to experience what I experienced.
Right.
When I see him talking this cock and bull bullshit
I get-
about
yeah.
like, oh, the government and this is my
You're
license
right.
plate.
You're right. I
Doesn't
was
it-
gonna
it
say
angers
I
me.
empathized with your anger
Yeah.
before. Now I sympathize with it, and I'm like,
There was-
ooh.
This is all strategic.
Yeah, I'm like,
this is why
all
I wanted
right,
to play this.
All right, let's. We're
There
gonna
we
keep
go.
it going, everybody. I wish you could see his smug, punchable face at the mere fact that he said Scotland's cool. I'm like,
Twice this time a year.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
My father's from Scotland.
Oh yeah.
And, my mother's from Paris.
Okay.
So basically, I'm a lover and a fighter. Speaking of fighting,
That was the worst. It took us 30 seconds to get to that, and it was barely a joke at all. It wasn't even it was on the tree of comedy. There's low hanging fruit, and then there's fruit that's just on the ground.
Yeah.
That someone stomped on.
All right. But real recognize real.
Yeah.
He did do like setup and
did.
punch. So
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, it's within the realm of like a joke.
Uh-huh.
But just oh man, like I fucking crushed it aura he's got about him.
The person doing the camera is the only person laughing.
Right.
The only laugh is the person holding the camera.
Yeah,
right
and
now.
I hate to judge somebody's mental aptitude by their laugh, but I gotcha. That one gotcha. All right. I'm sorry, but it's like I don't know. I didn't think that was gonna get you, counselor.
Can I have some of your mineral water?
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just whenever I hear like that. I'm sorry. I'm gonna let you say
All right.
first.
All right. Sorry. I was not expecting that, and it got me.
I'm sorry, but like whenever,
Really hot.
whenever I hear like that ball chortling laughter, like if you ever heard somebody laugh like they're also gargling balls, and I'm like, okay, that's
Like,
I'm sorry.
This guy gets stuck in revolving doors.
Right, yeah, like, let's go back to it and let you decide.
the judge.
You be the judge,
Yeah.
but listen to this laugh after the joke and tell me that this guy doesn't also sound like he has a sweaty ball bag in the back of his throat as he's actively forgetting first grade science.
These are Rick's balls.
Here we go.
wonderful place, Scotland. My father's from Scotland, and my mother's from Paris.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
So basically, I'm a lover and a fighter.
Just a rolling thunder of ball and mouth laughter.
Was he expecting like just everyone in an uproarious applause after
Yeah,
that?
I think so. Because again, I can sympathize with him right now. Where
Yeah.
before I really got into stand up and I wrote jokes in my notebook, and I was like, "This is fucking great." And then you get up on stage, and if you're a person with any kind of fucking self-awareness and you start bombing, you're just like, oh fuck, this is so
Oh,
much harder than I
no.
thought.
Yeah.
But old Dickie Martin's like, this is easier than the law.
Yeah,
I'm
Dick,
like,
yeah.
yeah, like you fucker.
Just add this to the resume.
Yeah.
Speaking of fighting, I spent half my
Solid segue. Speaking
That
of
is-
fighting,
yeah.
all right.
All right.
That's a
This is just the audience,
Dude,
I guess, at this point.
That's like in first or third grade, whenever they teach you how to write essays and like transition sentences. You like fucking nailed it,
Check.
lover and fire. Speaking of fighting, like nailed it.
my life being in fights. Never lost one in my entire life until I met the police force. Seems like every time I turn around, I'm getting pulled over for something, whether or another.
Yeah, because you don't have a license plate on your car.
Yeah, that'll do it there, Dick.
Pretty much every time.
Also,
yeah.
I've never met somebody more in my life where I'm like, yeah, I hope the cops beat the shit out of you every time. I've never lost a fight in my life until I've met the police force. I'm like, that's most of us.
Bravo.
You know
Yeah.
how many people walk away going like, I just beat the police force.
Yeah.
Literally.
I fought the law. The law.
Yeah, the billionaires, man.
It's a song.
Yeah, dude. If you don't want to talk to the cops so much, maybe stop being so pulloverable. You're literally a red
You're a
flag
gift.
wagon.
You're like a giant gift
Yeah.
wrapped
I'm like,
for the police.
sorry, Quota Martin just drove by.
There he is. I can take the next 4 hours off now.
Yeah, all right. There's you know what? I gotta call up dispatch because my ticket book's empty. Hey, send the sergeant over with a few more pads because I'm writing this guy up for everything. All right,
man.
acid wash jeans, tucked in white polo, and cowboy boots. This guy oozes I fuck with my shirt on energy.
This guy's gonna expose me though.
Yeah, he is. Look at his fucking hog in his pants.
Yeah,
though.
dude.
Now you know. I know why Rick
is
Martin
big.
does everything. Yeah,
This is quite large.
Well, he's got a big dick.
I have that ability to keep
Oh,
my
wait,
mouth
no.
shut.
No,
That was
no.
something.
lighting.
No, it was the lighting.
Lighting
You got
tricks.
us. I was like, yeah, all right. Sorry, everybody. Let's hear these jokes.
You know, if I'm going to get a ticket, might as well have fun, right?
Waiting for laughter.
And I swear, I get pulled over for the silliest stuff. I mean, it amazes me.
Yeah,
Not having a license.
Yeah, not having a license
yeah.
plate. What a goof.
Yeah.
you fucking silly.
That's so crazy.
You silly Billy without having a license plate. My God. I get pulled over for the silliest stuff, like firing my Glock off at left hand turns on red.
Shooting stop signs.
I got pulled over one time. It was 4 o'clock in the morning. And not a soul in sight. Not a soul in sight.
Yeah, that's what cops usually call suspicious as fuck.
And come up to a stop sign, and there's not a soul around that I can see. So I kind of do what you call the California roll. Cruise through that stop sign. Next thing I know, the lights came on, and I'm being pulled over.
Yeah.
For running a stop sign.
Yeah, that's a civil infraction.
Yeah. Well, again, I know I'm shitting on him because I just don't like him so much. Like, if you were my buddy, I'd be like, yeah, we've all rolled through a stop sign. But I'm like, yeah, man, the setup of the joke, you can't admit.
Right.
Like, if you admit that you broke the law, then you need to own it in the joke
In
for
the
it to
joke.
be funny.
Yeah, you
Be
can't put this on the
fuck,
police.
Like, I fucking ran the stop sign, but it's 4 a.m. Like, this cop's a dick because it's like, come on.
Yeah.
But instead, he's just like, this fucking cop
Right.
doing his job, even though I did.
Right.
I'm like, he set it up where I'm like, dude, I'm no longer. You set it up in a weird way where I'm not on your side in the joke.
You know who also blows through stop signs at 4 o'clock in the morning? Super drunk people.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
You look at you thinking about it like somebody who's been in criminal defense for 14
Yeah.
years.
I'm just
Before I know it, biggest cop I ever did see comes out of that car, walks up, raps on my window. Son, you do realize you went through that stop sign back there, don't you?
Pretty good accent.
Kinda not.
That's
Good accent work.
a southern accent done in a southern accent. Like, ooh, it's a white guy doing white guy
guy.
voice. All right. Nice.
all right.
I didn't say yes, sir, but I did slow down. Before I knew it,
Yeah.
he pulled out that nightstick, started whacking me over the head, and said, "Son, let me ask you a question. Do you want me to stop, or do you want me to slow down?" I didn't have to think twice about that answer.
Wow.
Stop it, be nice about it.
Here's the thing. I hate to admit it. Like, that has essence of actually
The
like some
pieces
fun.
Are there.
Yeah, like
the pieces are there.
If he came up to me, he was like, "How's my set?" I'd be like, "You know what? That one had legs."
Yeah,
like,
right,
Like,
right.
son, do you want me to stop and slow down? I'm like, that's actually, again, he's doing like setup punch.
Yeah.
So I can't like hate on it entirely
Yeah.
because it's structurally sound
That is
comedy.
true. Yeah.
But like,
Just because you know who he is, I think.
right? Yeah, I guess. But the other thing is, like, I'm a little worried that might be a street joke.
That's probably true.
You like, because it just has the essence of like,
Like,
if
I've
I
probably heard that before.
right, like if I Google that or Reddit it, I'm like, yeah, that feels like
Yeah.
that's, you know,
But okay, so yeah, you did give him points, but then I'm probably pretty sure that that's a streak.
right, like
Then you gotta
yeah,
take 'em
it's-
away and then
yeah,
minus points.
Yeah, minus points. But here's the thing, I was like, I don't know, that's something like I didn't have to think twice.
Credit
I'm
where
like,
credit is due.
well, you could punch that up, be like,
Yeah.
I didn't have to think twice. Well, actually, I did because it was
Yeah.
like concussed or you're like brain damage, but
Yeah.
About now. So you get my drift. Yes, sir, I do. Wrote me the ticket, and I was on my way. A few knuckles bumps on my head. I was okay.
see, okay, again, like
Not a successful tag.
Well, no, yeah, but yeah, can you believe it? No, but again, like in the realm of comedy, like there's hyperbole, but this hyperbole is bad. Right. It's like you just admitted to like getting an ass whooping, and then he wrote you a ticket and sent you on your way.
Right.
I'm like, I don't believe you, at all.
Yeah, like there has to be some truth in comedy for you to be able to be on this road for this story. You can't because at the end I'm like, I don't believe any of this. So then now I'm pissed that you took me on this.
Right.
This,
or it needs to be so absurd that I know you're making a world up.
Yeah.
And if you do that, I'm like, oh, cool.
That's funny.
Because that's like classic joke writing again, where it's like distant from you, but it's an observation you're making up.
Right.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But it's like you have to contextualize it. Whereas like he's telling it first person still. Right. And then like the tag being like few bumps and bruises up, but I was all right. I was like, that just didn't happen.
No.
And like it's not in like a fun that didn't happen kind of way.
Like you rewind it too, like we don't have to. But if you rewind, go back to the beginning of the story, he's like, I got beat in the head for going through a stop sign.
We're giving this too much. Is what we're doing. It's like we're giving this guy's comedy too much. But
that's true.
I hate it because he's structurally sound enough where I'm like, motherfucker.
But I've never had a good relationship with police officers, and you think I would, being the fact that my father was Secret Service and my younger brother's a Texas Ranger. Let me put it this way. It's always an event coming home and for the holidays, the conversation at the table. My brother is so sick and tired of me trying to use his name to get out of tickets. It's insane. Rick, next time you get pulled over, please do me a favor. Don't use my name, because if they call me, I don't know you. And he's not kidding. He's the first one to tell me I'm going to arrest you if you drive away from the family reunion after having all those beers. And he would.
And he probably should.
Dare I say, your brother might be one of the best cops out there. He was like, yeah, if you're my brother, but you're drunk driving and you're a hateable dick.
Oh, come on.
Dude.
What?
Can't you just be cool like when we were kids?
When I tried to burn that house down, you totally told on me.
Yeah, well, okay. Again, though, like,
Dad always kind of chuckles about that because he would love to see me in the backseat of my brother's police car.
Oh, okay. All right.
Whoa, moment of like,
yeah.
Did
he just get it? Yeah. It's just all the blood just fell out of his head.
Careful about riffing about your real life up there, bud.
We just got a pang of
you never want. Let me tell you, fam.
Yeah.
When it comes to mining your life for bits, do not riff on stage about it, because you never want to have a breakthrough moment.
Oh my God, I'm gonna call my dad,
dude. When I see people talking about their real life tragedies on stage, and I'm like, ooh, this isn't written out. They're just going for it. They're just freeform jazzing it. And then you see that legitimate frown on stage.
That little wrong note. The saxophone.
I was like, ooh. So somebody just done broke the reed.
Oh, man.
Oh, God.
And they forget where they are for a little bit.
Yeah, I'm like, and the lights hit you, and then the crowd's like, oh, fuck. This guy's having...
Your upper lip starts to sweat a little bit.
Jesus. Dude, he held on. Hey, we're going back.
That's an eternity.
Dude, we're going back. We're going back. I'm sorry if you're listening. I know this is painful, but if you're a fan of stand-up, you have got to listen to him deliver this punch and then watch this on YouTube with us so you can see his face drop.
Dad always kind of chuckles about that because he would love to see me in the backseat of my brother's police car.
And 2, 3, 4, boom, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Of a friend of mine.
Oh, dude. 10 seconds. And like, dude,
It's like 45 minutes
dude,
of actual
he's
life.
like trying to shake
He's
it
like,
off.
whoops, whoops.
He's like, he's legitimately trying to shake it
Yeah.
off. Like, oh, come on, Buckaroo, stay in it.
Yeah.
Dude, like, he's got his body language his hand is on the back of his neck.
Yeah.
Doing, like, the best, like, it's okay, buddy. What is that
Basically what
called?
his dad used to do.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah.
But no, it's like a self-comfort or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, the body language here is just like, oh, fuck, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm like, Dick Martin, I feel for you now.
When his dad was in the Secret Service, and this guy's up here talking about, like, the government's not real.
Yeah, I'm like,
Jesus
I don't
Christ,
know.
dude.
Yeah, I'm like, you are some sort of comedic force for what your father did in the past. But
This is back in the 80s, and that was back before DWIs were really a big deal. I don't know if you guys know from the 80s.
this whole fucking thing.
That'll blow over.
You remember when DWIs were fucking not a big deal? Or as I call them, the good old days?
He'll loose drive it around.
Yeah. Hey, I drive better when I'm literally blacked out.
It takes the edge off.
Oh, my God. Don't have to, oh.
It wasn't a big deal. It was kind of a traffic ticket. They take you home kind of stuff.
He's speaking from experience.
Yeah, very, yeah. This comes from truth.
Yeah, all right. Old Moose Knuckle Martin. It's
It
incredible.
is not flattering for his crotch. This shot right
It's
here.
so funny, dude.
Yeah.
He looks like he has a dude pussy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's I don't like to make fun of people by their appearance, but again, this guy's like
He
a
is-
fucking cartoon.
Yeah.
Like he's got like a slick back, confident mullet.
Yep. Man. Got me.
All right, here we are.
But a friend of mine had a DeLorean, and we'd just gone skiing up there in Colorado.
Super hateable.
John's
already.
driving,
Yeah.
and I swear to God, we get pulled over, and John pulls over on the wrong side of the road.
All
This
right.
is funny, actually.
Yeah.
The cop comes up, and in a DeLorean, you can't roll down the window. You got a little slide window there.
This is actually
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
the premise sounds kind of
I was gonna say this joke has amazing setup.
Yeah.
Because first of all, DeLorean, cool,
Right,
and
yeah.
then I was like, is he gonna make a shitty like time traveling joke? No,
No.
really set it
not
up.
yet. Hold
No,
on.
oh God, dude.
Let's
Yeah,
see. I
you're
haven't
right.
watched
You're right.
it,
You're
but
right.
we'll
You're
see.
right.
I'm sure he is.
You're right. But
Just the idea of opening the DeLorean doors during a traffic stop.
dude, so okay, and I'll admit I do have a joke about being pulled over as well. And what I don't like is it's kind of a bastion of my last like crutch bit where I'm like it does well, but the premise of being pulled over is I think still such a beginner premise where it's like it's unless you really make it your own or it's a real
Very unique.
real story.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like okay, it's airplane jokes,
Right,
So,
sure, airplane
but
dude.
the reason I'm pointing it out is this is now his second one in a row.
That's true. Yeah.
And I'm like,
well,
yeah,
you're right. What you know.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, this guy knows getting pulled over.
yeah.
John asks the famous question, "What seems to be the problem, officer?" Well, he got hit with a bottle of booze out of his breath. I swear the cop knew right away we were skunked. Well, I guess pulling over on the wrong side of the road didn't help our case much either.
Oh, I like self-reflection. That's
So the cop simply asked, "Do you mind stepping out of the car?" John, not thinking much about it, opens the door.
Bottle falls out.
The cop didn't know what a DeLorean was like, so next thing you know, we hear this thud!
See, that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Two heads looking outside the door to a state trooper knocked out cold laying in the snow. Oh shit.
Well, that's probably
Before you know it, we're down the mountain. I swear we sobered up so fast. To this day, we kind of wondered, does this guy pull over every DeLorean he sees, or does he avoid them like the plague?
Hey, I will say,
Yeah.
again, moments of real recognize real. I'm like, this guy tried to write a DeLorean joke, and I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Because I was like, this is another getting pulled over joke. I'm like, no, he's stuck on the DeLorean, and I'm here for it. Way to
Yeah.
go, Rick. I'm back on your side.
All right.
But I have gotten arrested more times than I can count for foolish things. I'm the only one that I've ever known that ever got a DWI stuck in a creek.
That's because you were so drunk.
You end up in a fucking creek.
Yeah. That doesn't sound like. Sounds like the fire department might have been involved on that one.
Yeah.
Damn it!
Instead of a cat stuck in a tree, we got a drunk stuck in a creek.
Yeah.
You guys go get him?
I kid you not. I was stuck. I'd been stuck for hours. Me and a friend of mine sitting on the tailgate drinking beer, and a police officer comes walking down the dirt path and arrested me for DWI. Now, how is this possible?
Well, this one I probably could have
I
beat.
still to this day. The judge looks at it and says, let me get this straight. You were stuck in a riverbed. Yes.
All right.
What are you doing here? I was driving while intoxicated, sitting on the tailgate of my truck. I also got arrested for public intoxication.
Wait. Like, so you can't breeze over. Like, he probably could have won that.
There's also. That was like a disjointed story.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what? Like,
Yeah, and then he just moves on.
Yeah.
Like,
all right.
well.
Counselor, you can legalize that one if you want.
yeah, I mean
but-
that's not. The officer didn't see you driving unless you were dumb enough to admit that. Like, yeah, I've been drinking for 14 hours.
Yeah.
Even still, like that's.
Yeah.
You should be able to beat that.
If the keys are in the ignition, but you're not in the driver's seat, but you're drunk, are you? What's
So if the car's on, keys in ignition,
Yeah.
in park,
yeah.
you're not driving, you're good to go. You're not
In
not
park,
operating.
really?
In park, yeah. If it's in drive and you're like up against something, you're not be able to go anywhere. Because that's the actual case. Like someone hit
That
a
makes sense.
fountain,
That makes sense.
and like the cop came on them. The car was in drive.
Right.
They're passed out.
Right.
That's still operating while intoxicated.
So,
but like you can be in your car
Uh-huh.
drunk, and as long as you're not operating, so you don't have your foot on the pedal,
all right.
Stuff like that.
So you
shifting
can,
it.
you
in
can
the
sleep
drive.
hammered in your car as
Yep.
long as it's in park.
Yeah.
So guys, next time you wrap your unlicensed truck around a tree,
Yeah.
if you can have just a moment of clarity to pop that fucker back in park.
Well, that one's gonna be a little bit different.
Hey,
and then just we can
Honestly,
chat about
officer,
defenses
I
on
was
that,
just
but-
parked here in the street, came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It grew up real cool.
In my backyard. I was barbecuing. Stereo was rather loud. I
Oh,
didn't have a neighbor within miles.
I can only imagine what he's playing.
Next thing I know, it was like a SWAT team comes jumping over the back fence, throw me down on the ground, slap the cuffs on me, and I'm like, what are you arresting me for?
being too
Public
cool.
intoxication. Oh, the judge loved that one. Let me get this straight, Mr. Martin. You were arrested in your backyard while barbecuing. Yes, ma'am. Now I'm going to line it all up so you can understand why I was arrested so many times for foolishness.
Wait.
I made the mistake, and don't ever do this. I was married and divorced from the daughter of the sheriff. Needless to say, he didn't like me too much. I could drive out the driveway, and I swear there was always a cop waiting for something to pull me over for.
Again, there's no license plate there. That's probably.
And now, like,
I remember
okay,
getting pulled over on my 10-speed.
so you guys, well, I didn't think we were gonna get through his.
Yeah,
whole
me
fucking-
either.
But like, okay, so atrocious comedy aside here, like he's doing stuff that is like rookie moves. Which again, if it was a legitimate new
Yeah.
comic, I'd be like, whatever.
Yep.
But he's like been on the same topic
Yeah.
too many times, and it's like the same punch too many times. Where, like, I don't know, when you're on stage, people's comedy brains are like the fucking Borg.
Right,
Where
right,
it's
right.
like you can do the same thing maybe twice.
Yep.
But by
And
the
then
third time, it's
there's-
like they've adapted.
Yeah,
and
where
like
you're
phaser don't work.
okay.
I
Yeah.
just sorry,
Yeah.
it's the nerdiest reference I can make to it, but it's
Yeah,
it's just like
it's a good one.
yeah, it's like nah, you can't stay on the same topic for fucking 8 minutes with the same punchline. Hey, you know cops don't like me, dude. Like,
Yeah, I heard you said that 17 times.
yeah,
during this 8
that'd
minute
be like
set.
I used to cherry bust up in his daughter's face. Like, I mean, there's ways for him to Dale this up to be
Right.
like hilarious, but
Bike while going to the liquor store for driving while intoxicated.
yep, pulled over on a bicycle.
I was smart enough not to take the Mercedes.
This guy has a Mercedes.
No way.
It's amazing the way police are. I mean, if you've grew up in the 80s like I did, it was like you could get away with murder. I
This
mean,
guy did not
there
grow up
wasn't
in
a
the
cop
80s.
Yeah. Also, like,
Yeah.
man, he's just like, dude, cops in the 80s were great. I'm like, there's probably a good portion of this country that was like, that no.
I
Like,
grew up in the 80s. If this guy is the same age as me, that he is shot out a fucking 40-year-old. There's no way he's
yeah, I'm like, dude, it's 2021.
yeah. So in
You grew up in the
2014,
80s? I'm like, what are you, 70? Like,
yeah. Yeah, I mean, so in 2014, he would have been 34 years old if he was born in 1980.
yeah,
right?
what?
He's not 34 years old.
How old is Dick
I have
Martz?
no idea.
He's got,
He's
I'd
got to
put
be
him
born in the 60s.
Yeah, I put you know what? I put him in his 50s. This guy's in
Yeah,
his
that's
50s
good.
somewhere.
Yeah,
So
probably.
no, he probably was a teenager in the 80s.
Okay. All right.
Right?
I'll
We used to
allow
go
it.
car surfing. We did so many outrageous things back then.
Yeah.
And today, we were having a conversation earlier. You can't even smoke in the bar now.
My God, somebody put on Glory Days.
Whatever happened to the old smoky bars?
D7.
They're illegal now. I remember sitting in a restaurant in Houston.
Dude, I'm sorry. Rick
man.
Martin definitely looks like he was a pitcher for the high school baseball team that was like a fucking rule.
He's a golf pro.
And we had a few
that's
scotches
right.
and water, and I'm sitting there with a friend of mine, Rob.
Rob.
You know
He
Rob.
didn't like any attention of doing wrong things. He was kind of a candy butt.
Candy
And
butt.
I'm sitting there after we eat steak and drinking some more scotch. I light up a stogie.
So like again, he set himself up to be like not likable.
Not
'cause I'm
likable,
like,
right.
I was like, dude, you have like a lot of money. Like
Yeah.
you're talking about how you're getting away with
Yep.
shit back in a
Drunk
day where
driving.
yeah, like
Yeah,
like unlikable, like scotch, steak, rich, affluent friends, and you have a
Mercedes.
smug like arrogance about you on stage. I'm like, it's who are
If you're
you
gonna-
connecting with?
Right. Yeah. There's no one
Like
in this bar that he's gonna
unless. Yeah, dude.
It's funny that there's a mirror right to the side.
It's-
And who should be looking into it?
Oh my god, I just noticed that.
Yeah.
But I'm like, dude, what is this? A set for the Illuminati?
Right,
like, you
exactly.
fucking.
You know, less than a
Waitress comes over, sir, you can't smoke in this restaurant. I said, yeah, I know. And I kept on smoking.
Okay, so
Cigar.
you're
Next thing
saying.
I know, here comes the general manager.
All right.
Sir, this is a non-smoking facility.
right.
I said, not now it isn't.
Oh, got him.
Never been thrown out of a restaurant until then.
Yeah.
That's I don't
They did
believe
make
that
sure I
either.
paid the bill.
I've yeah, it's another not true story,
Yeah.
but I'd be like, you got like I
I
get
don't-
why you got thrown out.
Yeah,
Like,
if you're gonna be like this, not self, you gotta lean into it. And
I didn't know you couldn't eat pancakes
there
with
you go.
your
That's
feet.
funny.
Like,
Yeah,
I'm like,
you gotta ramp up.
I don't
the-
know. Well,
Just you hit on it earlier. Just it's not that far from the truth, but then you're not unlikable. So if you're gonna be
Yeah,
not
yeah.
likable, you got to be like so goofy about it that like people are gonna be like, oh, okay, this
Well,
is.
Yeah,
This is
man.
funny.
Yeah, and again, we're punching.
Yes, we are. We're punching
this
it. Yeah,
up
yeah, yeah.
too much. We're like,
Yeah.
if you wanted to, I'm like, because again, I don't even like telling people how to do comedy.
true.
Because I'm like,
I-
go
yeah, me
figure it out.
Right,
and,
I would
like-
never do this unless
Right,
it was
right. If
Yeah.
you're a comedian, I'm like, hey, just figure it out.
Yeah.
Like, because I don't want to. I never want to bumper bowl somebody into like a style.
sure.
I'm like, you'll figure it
'Cause then
out.
it's
but
not them when
Right.
they try and do it another time.
Right, but I'm like, he's just doing stuff that is. It's not that it's not stand up. I'm like, it's just so bad that I'm like, I can point out why it's not funny.
Right.
Which I'm like, I in stand up, it's for me, it's weird. Like when you can't point out why it's funny, but you laugh. I'm like, that's a brilliant joke.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I don't know, like Hedberg has the je ne sais quoi that
Right,
people liked,
right.
but when you can point and be like, yeah, there's no misdirection.
Right.
There's no this, that, or the other thing. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, man, you're making me pick apart stand up, and I hate you for it. Fucking asshole. Fucking dick.
Well, it's been a pleasure. I'm going to cut it loose and
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh man.
let you hear some more music. Thanks for listening to me. Have a good night, folks. And
Motherfucker, he did a music open mic.
Oh wow.
He did it tracks, but
Damn.
so he didn't even do a stand up open mic. And here's the thing: when I was super new, I'd go to places that had like open mic,
Yeah.
where you could do anything, and because I was like, dude, this is 8 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know anywhere
Where you'd be able to do
Get 8 minutes.
and someone wouldn't come up and be like,
Well,
yeah.
like I'm like, what are you in the Midwest? No,
Yeah.
he's in Texas. I'm
Right.
like, an 8-minute new open mic set is like, who
Yeah. Right.
Tip the bartender well.
All right. Woohoo! Yes. Yay!
even the
Oh.
clapping
The
is
clap
just
is
like
like,
fuck.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh no, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
There
we go.
I will say some of the premises, like the DeLorean joke, I'm giving him too much.
Yeah.
Fuck him so much. But yeah, damn it, dude.
I just said, now you know what I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
You
just
added another layer.
it just bums me out because I'm like, of course, this guy.
Maybe he's gonna expose you too, bud.
Yeah, sure. I could use the following, man. It's not often I get to go like, wow, I have a greater YouTube presence than that guy.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, what?
Oh man.
All right.
All right, you want to get into the final segment?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like we have segments. We'll get them going. In the
All right. So this is the
Titular.
titular part of the
Titular.
podcast. Free consultations, where we find legal questions from people on avo.com. And they ask real lawyers real questions, and we answer them. And we
Yeah.
get a little free consultation.
Sorry, I was just mourning stand-up comedy there for a second. I was like, God damn it. man.
Yeah. This one comes to us from Riverside, California. It says, I have a couple of misdemeanor warrants in another Riverside County, but I don't have a way to get there.
All right. Don't worry. They'll get you, bud.
I have misdemeanor warrants in Riverside County, but I don't have a way to get there. Okay, we just wrote that. All right. And that's what's holding me back from getting my driver's license. Since then, I have been in program, staying clean. Well, that's cool.
All right.
And I got my life back together. The only thing that's holding me back are those 2 warrants.
Holy shit. Hang on. He works 2 jobs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, like, just get an Uber.
Yeah.
Get an
Yeah.
Uber.
For a
Like-
second there, I was like, God damn it. Now I'm like, oh, this guy's like
Yeah, he's
trying to
actually-
figure it out, and he actually needs some free consultation.
Yeah, or just there's an app for that. You could
Yeah.
just drive over there.
Or I hate to be
Yeah.
like this is one of those times where I think if you went, oh God, no, they'll beat you over the head. They'll arrest you. Don't go to the cops. But I'm like,
yeah, the cop, they would arrest you. Yeah,
yeah,
they'd
but
have
I'm
to do
like,
that.
I don't know. There's got to be an honest to goodness way to get a ride to where you need to go. But I will say this: they'll get you eventually.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate the guy's getting his life together and everything, but like, come on, like you can just get a ride. I mean, I don't know what the
Yeah.
or just ask somebody for a ride.
I how far is it? California?
Yeah, it's in California. It said
I
on
like-
in another Riverside County.
Yeah,
Which means it sounds like it's relatively close. I mean,
This seems doable.
yeah.
I mean, like-
I mean, what lawyer? This isn't even. There's no question here.
Okay. What? Here's what blows my mind
Yeah.
about questions like these on avu.com. This guy figured out how to go to like
Yes.
an Ask a Lawyer website.
Yep.
And like I don't even know how to
Right.
do that. Like, but like you know how I figured out like
Yeah.
Googling it, and so like it blows my mind that this was just fired off in an email to like lawyers on the internet,
Right.
and he's sitting there like, if only I could figure this one out.
If there was a way that
Yeah,
I could pay someone for a ride.
Well, it's
how
just
is
like
that?
I'm like it just blows me because I'm like it's such a figure outable thing
Yeah.
that the way to
So
ask the
close.
question is actually more complicated
exactly. That's
than
it.
to figure it out.
Right.
Which I'm like, holy fucking shit.
Yeah.
Like these people enigma my brain. I don't get it. I'm like, you're an enigma to me.
I
and
know.
I don't get it.
It's so great. We do have an attorney answer from Robert Douglas Kane, who looks like he's going to kill you.
Well, this guy puts the court on trial.
He slams his briefcase down and is like, why are we here?
Hey, who do you got? Who do you got in the defense? I'm taking on Kane.
Robert Douglas Kane Jr.
There's 3 answers, but his is the only one.
Yeah, that's the only one I took.
Okay.
He said you could Uber, you could hire an attorney to assist you, or wait until the police give you a ride in the back of the squad car. Probably not preferred. Thank you,
Yep.
Robert D. Kane Jr. Esquire.
I
Licensed in California.
I got to tell you, Bobby Kane,
Bobby Kane's?
BK Jr. Just, He nailed all of our takes.
Yeah,
but
this is more just like life advice than legal advice.
Yeah, it's kind of like the don't have sex with children one we always gotta put out there.
Yeah.
Where it's like,
It's like, hey, I was playing guitar and the pick fell in the hole of the guitar.
Yeah,
How do I get it out?
Like I turned it over and shook around about, but I think there's a ledge of wood around the hole that keeps me from getting a pick. And then I try to do the thing where I'm shaking and hopping it, but the gosh darn pick just won't come out.
I did spank it on the bottom.
Yeah.
But
Well,
it would not
and then
come out.
I wanted to put gum on a string, but then I forgot.
That's not gonna happen again.
Well, I mean, color
Fool me
me
once.
flummoxed. I forgot there's 6 strings in front of the hole to obstruct my gummy string to get the pick. Please help. Would like to strum soon.
Pickless in Seattle.
Oh boy. All right.
Oh, that's a good one.
I don't know. Maybe I'm still bummed out from Rick Martin that I just kind of feel bad for that guy because I'm like, this guy's got 2 jobs. Like,
Yeah.
that's got to be Uber money.
This is a quick one.
All right.
This is from Van Alstyne, Texas, and they ask, "Can you adopt your best friend at 16?"
Oh, okay.
And then the description is because they want to.
Oh man, I hope this is 2 kids being like, we'll run away together and
Just
get
come
away.
live at my house.
Like, yeah, but
Yeah.
because they want to. All
Oh
right,
man, there's not enough to really.
I'm gonna keep it
answer.
high road. I
Okay,
want to say
good.
it's
Appreciate that.
whimsical kids because there's part of me that's like, oh, I think we've got some grooming possibly. But
Yeah, and if there's 2 kids, then of course one kid can't adopt another kid.
who's the famous person? There's probably so many, but like that adopted somebody and then ended up marrying them.
Oh, isn't that Woody Allen?
Was it Woody Allen?
think so.
Yeah, that sounds like Woody Allen. But I thought there was also a musician that like.
Is that's
the fact that it's more than
piano
one.
guy? The Great
Man.
Balls of Fire guy?
Oh, maybe. Goodness
Isn't that-
gracious, questionable moral actions.
Questionable morality. So
all right.
yeah, no, you can't. We're gonna keep it high road.
All right, keep it
no.
high road.
Even if it's not high road, if we're gonna take the low road, no.
Well, let's. You've got an attorney answer, and this is probably my favorite headshot and name because it just it's great.
Old Pete Loudon, D. Loudon,
Pete D. Loudon, PD Loudon is why I like it. PD Loudon
from Norman, Oklahoma. He just says, "Can you adopt your best friend at 16?" Of course not.
Of course not. Nope.
I love you, Pete.
Pete,
He's just as frustrated as I am.
he's
reading
got,
these.
yeah.
Pete would probably be a fan of the show.
I'm
I
not
think
gonna lie.
he'd like it.
We need to start
Reaching
messaging
out.
these people and be like, this guy rules. He's got an 8.4
That's a
on
good-
Avo.
That'd be a good segment if we get him on.
Yeah, I think Pete,
Rickson D. Rafter. If we could get Rickson D. Rafter the third,
that guy has such big dick energy.
Oh
I
my
want
God.
to call it. Yeah,
he'd
yeah.
probably be like, "Well, is there some sort of appearance fee?"
Yeah, you fucking shut up.
RDR the
Yeah,
third.
we giving you so much.
Man. All right, we got 2 more.
Okay. Oh my
let's
God, I
see.
read part of that one.
Yep.
All right, can't wait for the
Let's
final one today.
see. Let's do this one. This one's from Dearborn, Michigan.
Hey, close to
Hey,
home.
it
Let's
was
this and it's
313.
there's a lot going on here.
Yep.
All right.
On the 4th of July, they asked this one.
Okay.
So if you pay for someone to have sex on camera to be uploaded on a website, can it be considered illegal or would it be porn?
Wozer Bozer, counselor, I'm going to let you go ahead and start sinking your teeth into this.
Yeah. So the distinction between this is his wording, not mine.
Wowzer. Okay.
The
Yeah, it's
distinction-
like, yeah. I love it when you got to do that for an email.
Yeah.
But anyway.
This is so he writes I'm sure it's a he. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, no woman would ask this question. The distinction between pornography and prostitution isn't quite clear to me, like other things in his life.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Sites like Quora says pornography is an act, so it's protected by free speech and it follows a script.
What? Okay.
All right. If I create a script that she follows, record the sex scene, and pay her for a release of the video, and then in parentheses, not sure if that's the correct way to describe it, etc. I'll verify if she's over 18. I'm willing to get whatever documents, license, etc. I need so that it's considered pornography.
Ha. Wow.
There's so
Wow.
much to
Hold on.
unpack. Okay.
Hold on.
Yeah.
There is that a link to
Yeah,
the
so it's a-
video?
Okay.
Because that is a Quora.com link.
So then, but then at the bottom he writes,
I
So
am terrified. Don't.
Yeah,
click
I'm
the
not
link.
going to click that.
Don't.
Yeah. Also, and so then he writes after the link, he goes, also hear someone mention something I've never heard called a custodian of record. What is this? Is required in my state. Was going to upload to a public porn site, not create my own, if that makes a difference.
Well,
Man,
I mean,
so much.
shout out to
unpack.
Dearborn for getting in the industry.
Yeah.
The porn capital of Michigan.
Yeah, Jesus.
Ugh.
Whew. Okay, so if you pay someone to have sex on camera,
I've heard. I don't know. There's. I shout out to. I'm blanking on his name. Comedian from Grand Rapids. Why can I not remember?
Stu McAllister?
No. Yeah. Stu.
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 Stu
It's
Balls?
funny. I can remember his at.
But
there.
so like, why would you? Oh, so he's trying to get around the prostitution part of this, which just find a woman and like
I
have sex with her without having to pay her.
well.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
Nick,
sorry.
easy for you to
Sorry, let me
say.
check my privilege.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say Devron Thomas has a pretty good joke that
Okay.
actually might answer this better than we can do right now.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know, man. Like, I think this guy wants to make. It sounds like he's trying to make legal pornography, which thumbs up for that.
Okay.
Tasteful legal porn.
All right.
But it also sounds like he might be trying to use prostitutes to do it because
Yeah.
like these people have sex for money.
Right.
But I
So
don't know if porn is the same as far as like release forms go.
Yeah.
But like I know that for like most university websites will have free release forms that you can print, and they cover their legal documents that people sign a release form. And then if they're over 18 and willing to do pornography,
yeah,
I
don't think there's anything wrong with it, because then if
well, hang on. We always say that, but I'm like, this morally, like,
that would need to, morally.
like, hang on now. But like, if
Yeah,
you're talking about how to make legal porn,
yeah, I mean, this
what is Quora?
Quora is like a place where you can just ask questions.
Oh,
It's another
okay. Because
spot.
I was like,
Sometimes
sounds
I
like
look
a
for stuff
realty site. Like,
Right.
I'm like, is Quora a porn site? Like,
No,
I
it's
don't
just
know.
a general place where you can ask questions, kind of like Reddit, but asking questions.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like he could probably message somebody at Pornhub.
Right.
Like, not to be.
See, like, if he's kind of making it, he's kind of telling on himself a little bit, right? Because he's saying, like, I want to pay someone for prostitution.
Yeah,
but I want it
yeah.
to be porn. Like, we just call it porn.
Right.
You
Well,
just- you know what I mean?
The way he's opening it up, and he says the distinction between pornography and prostitution isn't quite clear to me, which is different than I want to make porn.
Right.
Like,
Just say
how
that.
do I do it
How do I make
legally?
porn?
Yeah.
And then
but-
you're just like inside, you're like, I'm having sex with a
Yeah,
woman.
but I think, I don't know, man. Something about this, like,
this
kind
is
of,
kind of creepy.
like, it's unsettling. I'm like,
This is like
ugh.
one of those where like I could give legal advice, but I don't really want to. You know what I mean?
I don't know, man.
You just give
I'm
people the
hoping
wrong
it's a
answer.
horny teenager
Yeah, there
that
you
just hasn't had sex, and he's
Yeah.
like, "How can I fuck the easiest right now?"
Yeah, just keep pounding it in your room, bud.
Yeah.
You're not ready.
I don't
not ready to
know.
be an outdoor cat yet.
Yeah. Ooh. All right.
All right, this one we're gonna end with this one.
Okay, I was gonna say let's get the smut out of here.
Right.
And then
Hold on. So this is from Los Angeles, California.
All right.
Is erotic role play, specifically age play, illegal?
Ooh.
Wow.
God Almighty. Here we go.
Here we go. All right. So this question comes a lot in community I play in.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. Where some players call themselves players, take on teenage characters.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Fucking, this is why I hate parts of the coast, man. Like, just when like weird, odd, progressive, woke, liberal shit bleeds into like, I want to be a monster in a sexual way, but I'm going to use some woke terminology still.
Right.
Like other players in the sex fucks dungeon. I'm like,
You
dude.
can't You can't judge me for
I'm
that.
like, yeah, I'm just saying, like, when you're in for a dime, in for a dollar, and you're just like, well, I might be a monster trying to do illegal things here, like a pedophile adjacent sexual fantasies, but they're players, Nick. I'm like,
yeah.
All right.
So this question comes up on the community I play in, where some players take on teenage characters and role play with each other, and sometimes it may be erotic. Okay.
What the fuck, man?
Administrators of the server think it's a gray area and barely take action. Barely. Interesting pun.
Barely.
As they enforce that the server is only for 18 plus players. Stop calling them players, like you said.
I think he's in a game.
Yeah.
I think this is an actual game.
Yeah. So they are right in saying that all parties should be 18 plus regardless of character age. So if the actual people are 18 plus, then the characters under 18 isn't illegal. As players, we have mixed opinions on this, and mine is leaning towards being against it being permitted.
Good
Jesus,
call.
This is one of those ones where it's like I think I don't like the answer, but
I mean, well, this goes back to the old old bit that I think we did, where it's like, listen, man, like it was like an age of consent thing, where it's like, if you gotta ask, regardless of what you're doing is legal, it's creepy.
Yeah,
where I'm like, dude, I don't know, like this.
I'd have to read what the law is in California,
I don't
because
know.
they're probably different. But
play a different game for a little bit.
Yeah,
Call of Duty's kind of
just
fun.
LARP like a regular person.
Also, I don't like that this makes my brain go there.
Yeah,
like you fucking god damn it.
I know, because like the ideas of like, why are they even wanting to do this?
Yeah, like because here's the thing, part of the fantasy is like it's a fantasy that you want to be real, but the fantasy makes you more into it. So if somebody's even fetishizing like child shit, I'm like, that's fucked.
That's so fucked up.
Like, okay, I mean, but hey, if I can go just for the money for the devil here, tain't nothing legal about it. Have fun,
right?
Get your rocks off to whatever, as long as everybody's consenting and over 18.
Over 18,
ooh,
right. Because I think in California you have to be over 18, which probably should be in Michigan too. I mean, that's
to play. Yeah, to play.
Well, to be able to consent to sexy stuff.
Yeah, well, because like
here at 16, that just blows my mind.
Right, but here's the thing though, that's like fucked up. But I'm like, I don't know. People are into like baby fetish porn, where it's like people like adults in cribs doing weird fucking shit, and I'm like, God damn it, like, thanks HBO's Real Sex for just being on late when I woke up in the middle of the night as a kid. I'm like, I can't unsee that. Yeah, and now I know it's out there.
That's fucked up.
But what did Gary? We got.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you don't have Gary's answer.
It wasn't anything interesting.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, Gary. I didn't mean to.
All right. Because Gary looks like he's pissed. He's got a hot take and he's angry about it. All right. Well, lawyer it up.
I specialize in this.
Lawyer this one up.
I mean,
because I thought we were gonna tee at it more.
I'm pretty sure the answer is that you can do it as long as they're 18 plus legally.
This is one of those ones where you look at me and you're like, wash your hands.
Yeah, I'm gonna go take a shower after
fucking
this.
Pontius Pilate this one. And be like, ugh,
gross.
Ugh.
Yeah.
As like, I don't know, man. Also, like, is erotic role play specific? I would say, is it illegal? Sadly, no.
Right. Not yet, anyway.
Because it's pretend.
Yeah.
But like, is it morally wrong? Absolutely.
Right.
Like, just.
That's
I don't
gross.
know, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry we ended with that one.
It's all right. It had high hopes.
Yeah.
It had high hopes. I mean, if we want, we can. Let's see if we have time for it, because I did have one video I wanted to bring up. All right.
Hell yeah.
This one made me cackle pretty hard last night.
Okay.
It's an oldie but a goodie. So.
I see what you're typing and I'm laughing.
And yeah, I showed this. Here we are. All right.
Okay, this looks great.
All right, so yeah, this is about a 7-year-old video. It's older than this. A buddy of mine in college first showed it to me, and it is up there with Tom Segura's like Scared Straight.
Yeah.
video, but
Okay.
I think it's one step further. Not a lot of people know about this video.
No, I've never heard.
And I want more people to know about it because it is just mind blowing.
Yeah.
And I'm not even gonna contextualize it
Okay.
other than it's called tossing the salad. And this is a guy who's been in prison for a while, just kind of explaining prison stuff. You ready for this?
I hope so.
All right. All right, here we go. We'll end on this because it's I swear to God, it's not the funniest thing I've seen in a while.
Okay.
New Jack come in prison, right? He don't have no imagination what's going on in prison. He don't understand who's who, what's what, right? Most all young guys come in prison, they will try to find a homosexual first to find out who got the drugs, who to talk to, who not to talk to, you know, which backs wings to move on, right? In certain jails, you have a lieutenant standing up there, and when guys come in, everybody's standing up there and they point down, yeah, that young motherfucker's mine, that's mine. I talk to a lot of them because I'm on the reception.
All right. Now, I hope you're ready for what is about to be said. Because for those of you not watching, this is a gentleman behind bars explaining just prison. But here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
All right.
I talk to a lot of them because I'm on the reception side, right? And I see the fear in them. So I know, right, I can give them to a shark or a barracuda. If I sell a guy, believe me, I'm going to get something out the deal.
Oh my God.
First of all, right, if he's a newcomer, right,
Wait, so he sells
I want him to
them?
suck my ass with jelly. What they call toss the salad. That's the slang word. Newcomer, right? I want him to suck my ass with jelly. What they call toss the salad. That's the slang word, toss the salad. It means sucking my ass, right? With jelly or without jelly. Some people use syrup. I prefer a guy to use jelly, right? I will reach my climate, right? I will automatically get hard, right? I will, you know, come automatically if he's sucking my
All right. So we're just gonna go back to it.
toss the salad. That's the slang word, toss the salad. It means sucking my ass, right? With jelly or without jelly. Some people use syrup. I prefer a guy to use jelly, right?
I want him to suck my ass with jelly. Jelly.
Or you can use syrup or jelly, preferably.
I like it when they suck my ass with jelly. I'm like, what?
I will reach my climate, right? I will automatically get hard, right? I will, you know, come automatically if he's sucking my ass for about 10 minutes or longer, right? It's a sensation feeling.
I'm sorry, 10 minutes?
Dude.
That's a long time
Dude,
sucking some dude's ass with jelly. Are there multiple appliques?
He's speaking like
he's just dropping
he's
truth.
so matter of fact.
Yeah.
Just,
It makes you feel real good. Most all gays do that. You know what I'm saying? Like guys to suck their ass. It's just like a pussy, right? But the only difference is it's not a pussy, right? It's
I love that he's mansplaining this.
the only
He just
he
prison
says
gay?
it's most guys it's like a pussy except that it's not a pussy.
Wait, hold on. Let me write this down, dude. Hold on.
Oh, is he
Glad we're
prison
recording
gay?
it.
Is he prison gay? You're gonna learn.
Okay.
We got a bit of minute.
clean, the person is decent, and the person know that that's an asshole, but in mind, he's looking at it as a pussy because he's in prison. So, toss my salad, let him eat me, you know, we straight. That's it.
Whoa.
We straight.
Cut to the biggest black man I've ever seen. Wearing sunglasses.
The most hazardous thing in prison life is being dead over drugs. They can get you killed or raped, one or the other. You can't pay. I had one opportunity where 3 guys, 2 of them owed me money, right? So I knew I couldn't get them together. So what I did, I got one day on a Saturday. I sucked his dick in the closet. You know what I'm saying? I sucked his dick, you know, I had his pants down. He helpless. That's it, he's helpless, right? His dick hard, I'm sucking on it, right? I can't right up and I cut him. And that's why I left the man in the closet. He didn't tell, but he couldn't explain. How could he explain that a fag is sucking his dick and come up and cut him? He couldn't explain that. There's no way in hell he could explain it to the administration.
God, it's like Machiavelli. It's so Machiavellian.
Dude. Yeah.
That just blew my mind.
I just wanted everybody to see that more. I feel bad because I should have told you to just wait for it because the initial suck my ass with jelly.
Or syrup, by the way. Don't,
yeah.
Is it a syrup day or a jelly
He
day?
prefers jelly.
Yeah.
Now here's something that I was having some giggles with last night. I'm like, who is that really for? Because I'm like, one of you's getting like a weird sticky asshole.
That's brilliant.
And then the other person is like, well, thank God it's grape flavored.
Oh my God.
I mean, like, and at that point, like, can you imagine you get your first day out of prison, you take your buddy out to like a Denny's or whatever, and they just drop the toast off, and then they just put the fucking the container of four different pads of jelly, and he just goes,
oh man, you just
what's wrong
freak
with your
out.
toast? It tastes like ass.
Check, please.
Oh my God. All right. I'm sorry. I just wanted to put that out there, counselor, as
Wow.
something I
That
felt
just
people needed to see.
Blew my mind.
Yep.
Thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome. That's what I brought to class today. For show and tell. But all right,
Dude.
shameless plugs.
Yeah, just follow me at Comedian at Law on Instagram and Facebook page as well. And just thanks for watching, and make sure you like and subscribe to the channel and everything that Lou's doing. What do you got going on, buddy?
I'm dialing it back. I have a YouTube channel called Loaded for Bear where I do like spoof prepping videos, kind of inspired by Red Green. I kind of want to get back to doing that a little bit more. I stream on Twitch at Lou the Surgeon building Lego. That's a lot of fun. But the main thing, baby, is the stand-up comedy. So follow me at Lou the Surgeon on Instagram. You'll see where I'm at. I'm actually going to be in California next week. I'm San Diego for a couple days with Trevor and Elena. We're doing the Madhouse, San Diego Madhouse, and I think we're going up to L.A., and we might be doing the Comedy Store, so we'll see. But, yeah, man, that's about it. Follow me at Lou the Surgeon, and free consultation, baby. We're back.
Hell yeah, dude.
So thank you, everybody,
everybody.
on Nick's YouTubes, and for you scamsters out there, Scamster Nation. It's good to be back.
Thanks, guys. Good to see you. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys. Ooh, not yet. Yes will end.